welcome to the last part of my journey. I am no longer in Asia, I am in Sarajevo, and that is not something that I actually specifically planned to happen, because this is just a random place. Because I was just going to go back from Abu Dhabi, and it happens so that flights from Abu Dhabi to Sarajevo were the cheapest at the time. So I'm in Sarajevo right now, which it kind of makes me happy because I have been to this place twice before, and I really like Sarajevo. It's like one of my favorite European cities. I really enjoyed being here, and as soon as I arrived, I was like, oh, okay, it's not a part of my trip, it's not like something that excites me, it's not something that I did on purpose, but when I arrived I was like, oh, I'm so happy, finally I know this place, I will not get lost, I feel safe. Knowing that I will not get lost, I don't have to hurry anywhere because I've already been there. And because every night I was sleeping in a different place. So right now finally I am like almost there, and I can rest, I can like do nothing all day because I've seen the place already. I live right next to the old town. Yeah, and because I've seen the place already, I don't have to like rush to see anything because it's like I've been there. So I can just relax all day, being also very close to a nice place. And honestly, I wasted most of the day. I was sleeping long, and after I woke up I was thinking about quite useless things and about quite senseless things. I was having thinking time. And I was also like watching stupid films online. I was even studying for a moment, which is like wow. For a moment, but I was, even though I didn't plan to, but I was like, oh, why not studying right now? So I am in a place that is called Bashkarshi, something like this. I don't know how to pronounce it. And it's so cozy, I love it. I love being there. I plan to buy something for my friend also. And I'm happy I'm there. As you see, it's very beautiful. There are like hills outside of the city. And I was thinking about going to some museum today, but first of all, you have to pay for them, which is like I didn't plan this in my expenses, and it's like my budget is quite tight, and yeah, that's the first thing. And the second thing is that I woke up quite late, and I would have to hurry, and I didn't decide on which one I would like to go. So maybe not this time, but probably it's not my last time there, so it's like. So I was having those thoughts about it, useless thoughts about a job that I will not be able to ever do. So I don't know why I was thinking about this, but I was thinking, well, because recently I came across something that was like about a person doing that job. So I was thinking about it. Well, maybe that would be an easy life. Maybe that would be an easy income. Maybe that would be a dream life. Maybe I would be able to do nothing all day and get a lot of money. And I was like, I don't know why I was thinking about this, because I will not take this job because I cannot, and maybe thank God that I cannot, because maybe I wouldn't enjoy it at all, So I was like, well, I was having all of those thoughts. So yeah, and they were kind of useless, but I just like thinking about things that do not really make any use. I just like thinking about them just for the sake of thinking, I guess. Just because it's like interesting to think what it would be like if my life would be totally different. But I don't want that change, and I know that I don't want to do that job, like no. So this is the most like famous place of in Sarajevo. It's called something like Seville. I don't know. And yeah, this city is like most famous for two things. Like first for war, and the second thing is also a war. I don't know why I'm laughing. I shouldn't be. I often laugh when I hear about difficult topics. So the first is that yeah, I will explain later. So I am roaming those streets, which honestly gives me a lot of pleasure. And unfortunately, there are like a lot of cafes and restaurants that like look so cozy, but But unfortunately in this country, just like in Sarajevo where I just was, everything is with meat and there's a lot of meat everywhere. It's very difficult to get a meatless dish and even more difficult to get a vegan dish, which is like almost impossible here. And but I really enjoy this city. Yeah, like the bad thing about this place is very difficult to get. You know, if you have certain way of eating, certain diet, it's very difficult to get food for you. What I didn't even notice last time is that they have like an inside market also, because there are a lot of like places where they sell souvenirs and stuff, and they have the same thing inside. I didn't even notice that last time I was there, even though I've been there like 2 times before. I've never seen that inside market. Last time when I was there a year ago, there were a lot of bags that looked like carpets, and I love them so much. And I bought one of them, luckily, because right now I don't see so many of them, maybe because it's evening and some shops are already closed. But right now I see more like Gucci or Dolce Gabbana or Dior, and I don't like such things. Probably they are fake, I don't know. Because I don't check out videos anyway. I don't like designer things, but I love carpet things. I love everything that looks like carpet. So I'm a bit upset because I was looking, maybe I would buy another carpet bag, and maybe, you know, because I use mine a lot and I'm afraid it's going to get destroyed. But at least in Turkey, when I was recently, there were still a lot of carpet bags. But I hope that, but in Turkey I was also like almost a year ago. Oh my god, this time is going so quickly. But you know, there were some, but not as many, and like slightly more expensive, but maybe because a lot of things are already closed. Also right now there were a lot of souvenirs with Tito, who was a leader of Yugoslavia. He's like quite controversial, and I always, when I see souvenirs with a leader, it always makes me laugh. But yeah, I love it. I like souvenirs with political leaders. I already have a Tito at home though. I also have Stalin. Last summer I bought myself a magnet with a political leader, and I was so happy I bought it. It wasn't Stalin, it wasn't Tito, it was in other country, and I was so happy. I was so happy. I just saw that magnet and it was so perfect. It wasn't a plastic magnet, it wasn't a metal magnet, it was ceramics. It was like ceramics from a ceramics factory, and that place, like that town in which I bought it, is famous for ceramics. And I was like, oh my god, a politician on ceramics in a town famous for ceramics. I love that magnet. This is my favorite magnet I've ever seen in my life. I absolutely love that magnet. I love it so much.